All right. I think we're on. I think. That last live stream got a little wonky because my system was backing up. And when it does that, it like really sucks the resources down. And I can't stop it. Well, I could, but it's a little more involved than just hitting stop. And so I just had to kind of power through it, I guess. All right, so as you can see, we're on the P61 production line. Excuse me a second. And I want to look at something here. How's that? I'm looking at my, no, that's the headphone volume. Where's my gain? There's my gain. There's my gain. Huh? Am I going up or am I going down? All right. There. We'll try that. We'll try that. Not sure how well that's going to do, but we'll try that. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Let's talk about where we're at and what we need to do. Okay. So, let me turn this down a little here. Is that a little better? Okay. So what we got here, so I put some 10,000 sheet plastic in the holes here where I cut so I cut some extra panels off and stuff. For those of you who haven't figured out what's going on yet, I'm kind of following Chet Payne's idea of an engine swap, but it's going to be exactly the same but different. So what I did when I put this panel in here, I did this backwards. If I had thought about doing what I was doing before I did it, I would have done this differently. So I kind of had to work with what I had to work with, right? As we all do. So anyway, so I had a big gap at the base of this bulkhead. And I don't know if you can see that shiny stuff in there, but that is the tester's clear parts cement. Are you going to focus? Are you going to focus? Are you going to focus? No. So anyway, if you've watched any of my videos for any period of time, you've more than likely heard me mention this stuff. It will span gaps, and once it's dry, it's pretty rock solid. And I mean, you can pull it out of a hole if you want, but so because there was a gap there, and I wasn't going to be able to really get in there and sand it or anything, I just put some of that in there. So that's why that's important, I guess. I have this camera right here is on a regular tripod sitting next to my desk. I have a little mini tripod that I'm trying to find. And once I find that, obviously I can, sorry, I set my sound off. I can, once I find that, I can, hey, what do you know? ShutterAce is live on YouTube. Thanks for letting me know. What the heck was I talking about? Anyway, once I have I totally lost my train of thought. Wow. So anyway, once that gets all set up in there, I will paint this, zinc chrome it, and I'll have to paint inside the back side of it, and it'll be fine. And there's gonna be, I'm not really worried about putting any detail in here. I'm gonna hang a tarp over it there. There's really good photos of the guts of a P-61 on the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum site because they're rebuilding one. And they've done a pretty good job of what have they done a good job of? They've done a pretty good job of documenting their stuff. So anyway, let's get down to the workspace here. And let me move this. Let me see if I can see if this is as useful as it might be. Okay, this is obviously a circle template. And it's green, so it's going to look weird on the screen. But, so what we need to do is we need to make a ring, a mounting ring for that nacelle. This is the front of the cowling that would normally go on this if we were building it box stock. The good news is the outside of this is the right outside circumference of what we need. So all I need to do is find one of these that matches. And that's pretty close. That's too big. Man, that's pretty close. Let's see. It's a little shy, but it's pretty close. So that's 1 inch. And this was 1 inch and 1/8. So this thing's probably about 1 inch and 1/16. Yeah, you know what? Nobody's going to miss, 675 thousandths. Really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. This is 10,000 sheet plastic. And I am just going to draw this out. Okay. Now, where I screwed up was not drawing a center point, but that's okay. And that's important. Why do I need a center point? I need a center point because we need to make a ring out of this, and it needs to be thick enough that we can put some holes in it. So I'm going to come in here now. And this is, what is this? 13/16 or something? I don't know, that's a little big, but that might be the way to go. I'm going to start with this one for the inner circle. We can always adjust it. Okay. So there we are. So now what? No longer getting live notifications. I got mine. Huh. I don't know, man. I got mine. It took a little while, but I got it. All right, so now I'm just going to cut this thing out of here. All right. Now I have some 30,000 sheet, and it might have made more sense to use that, but oh well. Now I thought I might try this swivel blade knife. I've never actually used this. I bought it years and years and years ago. I just took it out of the package. And I thought, well, you know what? That might be good to try on here. I was just going to use these Fiskar scissors. My daughter and my wife are watching Sleepless in Seattle. And they sound like they're on a roller coaster. Anyway. So my original thought was I would trim it out with these, and I might still do that. But the inner circle being an issue, I thought I might use this. And what brought that on was that well, like I said, I don't know how I'm going to get into the center there. Hang on, I got to clean my visor's got a big fingerprint right in the middle of the right eye, the right side of it, which wouldn't probably be that big of a deal if I could actually see out of my left eye. We all have our limitations, right? A man's got to know his limitations. Damn straight, Clint. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Not like I'm looking through a fog. So, I'm going to try this. Just for the hell of it. And I'm going to try and not get my head in the way. Now my problem is I can't really see where the blade tip is. I'm going to end up having to sand this out anyway. Yeah, I'm way inside the line, but you know what? It'll work. So the bulkhead, yeah, it works better if you actually move the piece instead of the blade. I mean, swivel the piece instead of the blade. So the bulkhead that I put in earlier in the actual aircraft is pretty barren. And I'm not sure what the best thing to do there is. Aha. Is this going to work? I'm not sure. The trick is to do this without ripping this thing into pieces. And I started it. I hope it's obvious why I started on the inside. Because if I had cut the outside out already, it'd be much more likely to rip than it is. Wow, this might actually work. This might actually work. What do you know? Okay. So, all I need to do now is get that inside carved out a little bit. I'm not sure what the best thing to use for that is going to be. I have these standing stick things, but man, these things, they sure don't seem to take material off very fast. I gotta be really careful. This is really fragile. Well, it does seem to be working, to be fair. Basically, I just want to keep doing this until I get the outside of this done. You know, I don't want to see any of that inside ring. It's really my plan. Man, I don't know how those women can make so much noise. I'm just turning into a grouchy old man. That's what it is. You know, I gotta admit, I never really thought about myself getting old. But next April, I'll be 54. And I have to admit, that's starting to sound old to me. And I know. But I'm just saying, you know, relatively. Yeah, it's kind of working. Definitely got a notch there to deal with. Maybe it's easier to do it this way. Yeah. That actually doesn't seem to be doing bad. If I can do it without stabbing myself. You know what I really need? Something like this. There's a thin piece of sandpaper wrapped around it. That's what I need. Doesn't look like I have any handy. But yeah, then that would allow me to just go like that. And it's basically what this is doing, but this is just a lot smaller. So it's not really... Hang on, I have sandpaper. Is it in here? Or do I have some in here? I do. That's my other stuff, though. I'll be right back. Okay. So here's some 320. All right, let's see here. This is just a number 2 X-Acto handle that I'm wrapping it around. Nothing fancy. I think it's getting better. I'm not sure though. It's a lot better than it did. Okay. Not perfect. But much, much, much better than it was. All right. I think we can live with that. Okay. Now this next part should be a bit simpler. So these are actually, let me show you these. So these are Fiskar. Oh, what are these called? I can't remember. But if you look at the point on these, they're ground. Can you see that? You see how they're ground to a point? I actually use these for photo etch. They're about 12 bucks and they work really well. I don't have you know, those photo etch shears. Is it Tamiya or Fiskars? Or I think it's Fiskars that sells those photo etch shears that are actually supposed to be really good. But I don't have those. I use these, and these were recommended by somebody at some point over the years. I think I got these when I was working on the B29, which I still need to get back to. And sorry, I can't talk and trace lines at the same time, I guess. So, all right. So obviously I gotta clean up the outer edge now. And then this will be done. So I'm just taking this piece of 320. And what I do, the first thing I'll do is I'll come in here and try and get it all rounded and evened up all the way around. Before I start trying to take it down. And I know that I said I was going to stay proud of that line, but I forgot when I was cutting it round. So now it's going to be a little smaller than I wanted it to be, but it's not really a big deal. I don't think it'll really matter. What's important is that it's round. So obviously I'm using that that line as my guide. Okay, that's not perfect. I'm going to take a little bit more off of that one edge. Come on, focus. Are you going to focus? I guess not. Anyway, this top edge, there is actually still a little bit of... There's much more marker still showing there than there is the rest of the way around. So it's a little thick there. So I'm just coming in there and knocking it off. And I keep flexing my wrist so that it stays round, and I just bent that. All right. I'm not going to mess with it anymore because I'll really screw it up. So the plan is so now that we got this, let's go back up here. The plan is to mount this here. I'm going to drill holes in it, but we're going to mount it here as if it's part of the structure. So to drill holes in it, I am just going to take one of these here little micro bits that I got at Harbor Freight. See if I got anything big enough. Not really. Yeah. I don't know. Let's test this one. That's not really that big. Let me see what I have in my pin vise. Sorry. I'm reaching across your field of view there. Oh, that's much better. That's much bigger. All right, so I'm just going to take and drill holes in this ring at even intervals. Just like that. Come on. Oh, you see it right there below that mark at the top there? So I'm just going to drill those around. I don't know how many. I don't care. I'm just going to make them even around. I'm not worried about having the right number or whatever. It's not really important. It's got to look legit, not being legit, right? It's all an illusion. Okay. That about the middle? That looks like it's about the middle. And that's about the middle there. And that's about the middle there. And yeah, I could get a compass out and go through all that rigmarole, but it's not really that important. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually just using the marks on my cutting mat here to just kind of get close. And it doesn't take much to get through. I don't know what size drill bits these are, but it doesn't take much to get through this 10 thousandths. There we go. Just run this through here in a few places. Okay. I get some more little drill bits. Only got 2 sizes left in here. All right. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Bob. Exactly what I'm doing. Not necessarily accurate. Just trying to make it look good. What is so funny up there, ladies? All right. Now, okay, what are we going to use to mount this? What do I got here? Oh 30, oh 60, oh 30, oh 30. No, it's 060, 060. 030, 060. I don't think we want rod. Do we want 60 square? Nah, I think 3060 will do fine. Okay. We'll use some of this. Accuracy and this kit are not best friends. Yeah. Well, I'm not, I guess I'm into pseudo accuracy. I like things to look like what they are. I don't get too, well, it depends on the subject matter. I think I've talked about that before. With me, it really depends on the subject matter. There's some things I really care about whether they're right or not, and there's other things that I don't. Sorry, my arm's in the way there. I gotta get to my toolbox. Okay, now. Seems to me, did I find out I don't have the right, no, I got the right blades. Okay. We need to go how long do we need this thing? That is the question. And where'd my screwdriver go? Somebody took my screwdriver. They probably took it to fix their glasses. How dare they? How dare they steal my glasses, my screwdriver for glasses to fix their glasses. I gotta clean up in here. It's getting out of control again. Okay. What? put it in here. Does not appear to be in here. Well, that's not good. I kind of need that so that I could adjust my tool. Phooey. I just saw that thing. I know it's here somewhere. Gotta be. Let me pencil sharpener. Wow. Huh. Well, that's really weird. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, sounds like a duck, it must be a black widow. Yeah, there you go. That's it, right? That's exactly it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time looking for that screwdriver right now. I just need to get something close. So what do I need to do here? I need to go... You know what, I probably want to stick that on the inside, huh? Or not. All right, let me think about this for a second. You're only going to see the bottom half of this. You know, I can put it right in there, right like that, and then put the supports in later. I'm going to do that. Okay, so which is the good side? I think that's the better side. Okay. All right, have a good dinner, Bob. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Watch this. I'm going to shim it here and here, and that'll give us a place to attach that. And then we'll go from there. Man, where's my screwdriver? Oh, where's my PC repair kit? Right there. There's a screwdriver in here. But this thing is a mess. I hate opening this thing up. Not very well designed. Ah, it didn't fall apart. Not very well designed, and they're expensive as can be. Go figure. Bingo. Okay, for what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to move it back to here. Oh, wait. You know what I'll do? I'll do it this way. Flip it over, put it there. Stick this there. All the way forward. That should give me enough room for a shim. All right, what are you doing, dummy? That's what I call myself when I'm doing something stupid, is dummy. You big dummy. Why am I buzzing? Yeah, I got 2 messages about being live, Jeff, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, I've already been messing around with this thing for an hour. Or almost an hour. There we go. All right. You know what I want to get? One of the next things on my tool list is a chopper. I've been wanting one of those for a long time. Where's the blade? Oh, there it is. My daughter coughing up a lung. She's got a sinus infection like you wouldn't believe. These kids, no immune system. Not like us. Not like we had back in the day. Dang it. Did someone call you? I think I did. I said something about something to you at some point. I mentioned your name. Were your ears burning? Which is better than the food burning. All right, there it is. I'm just putting a couple of blocks in here that I can glue the ring to, that's all. So I'll put them in, I'll stand them a little bit proud, and then I'll just sand them out real quick. Okay, so I just put a block in here and here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them dry, sand them out, sand them flush, and mount the ring to that. And then we'll make some longerons to go back to the firewall from the ring. So it should look pretty cool when it's done. We'll see. Close enough. It'll look close enough. So let me, while we're waiting for that, I'll put some stuff away here. Oh, maybe I'll have a little bit of whiskey. I think I'm going to need some more of this tonight. Woo! Ugh. Gentleman Jack. It's not bad. Not bad stuff. All right, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to put some stuff away here. Oh, wait, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. Why do I have these paints? Why are these paints out? I better leave them out. Kit parts. I guess I could glue this barrel together. I could glue this barrel together while I'm not doing anything else. Oh yeah. Ow. All right. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Need 3 hands here. So here's what I'm doing, or attempting to do. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. Is it too tight or not? It's too short. By a lot. Wow, I did a horrible job of that. Man, that's off by at least an eighth. At least an eighth. Length looks good. Oh boy, that's close. That is close. Come on. Right there. That's good enough for me. Boom. All right, let's see if you can see that. There we go. I'm going to leave it just like that. I know it's not particularly correct. I don't care. Also, I know there's nothing really on that back firewall, but I'm going to put some stuff there just because it looks really bland the way it is, and I think it needs something. And that's enough reason for me. So I'm going to set this to cut really short. little pieces of this 030 by 060 and basically make some little things that look like electrical boxes or something. Look like something. They don't have to actually be anything, right? They just have to look like something. So first thing I need to do is cut this off square. Get rid of that little piece. Come on out. All right. I'll cut a couple little square guys here. Static electricity is keeping them stuck to the fixture. That's probably enough. 2 little electrical boxes. Or some kind of boxes. And I'm just going to stick them back in there on the low side of it somewhere. Like I said, they're nothing, but they're just a little bit of detail that look like they're something, even though they're not. Get them straightened out. Okay. Focus, you infernal camera. Turn this light off. See that? And I could put some more things back there, and I might, but like I said, there's on the real thing, there's nothing back there. And I'm going to drape a tarp right here. So you're not really going to see anything back there anyway. But, you know, there we be. All right, now what? Really, at this point, I just have to nail down exactly what I'm going to do. So here's what I think is the only real decision I need to make now. Is this an A5 or an A10? Because if it's an A-5, it's I can use that clear radome. But if it's an A-10, I believe it has the opaque radome. And I want to do black, which I believe locks me into an A-10. Now, all that said, this is going to be a fictitious aircraft. So I can kind of do what I want, but I try and do it within reason. So, we'll see, I guess is what I'm saying. We'll see. So let me go over here to the workspace camera just so we can look at where we're at. Now, I'm all about having fun here. And you guys know that. This is all about having fun with Monogram kits. And this is Monogram kit, and I'm having fun, and maybe that doesn't look like fun to you, but that was pretty interesting, and coming up with some solutions and just, you know, doing whatever. I might still put some wires and stuff back in here or have them hanging down or something, but and honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to use the opaque radome and go from there. Hang on, let me look at my notes here. A5 versus an A10. The A10 had water injection. From what I can tell, looking at these engines, they don't have the water injection, so this kit's really an A5. But like I said, it don't really matter at this point. So I'm thinking that's it for now. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm going to think about this for a while. That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to think. So, yeah, so here we are. I don't know. I you know, it's not bad. The ring is definitely out of scale. At this point, I don't care. I can go in there later and try and sand it out and thin it down. I'm probably not going to do that. You know, at this point, it is what it is. So, it'll be a cool project anyway, right? So, hey, that's it. That's it for this take. Don't forget about the drawing, the raffle. Go to the ShutterAce website. All the information's there. You can look on the ShutterAce Facebook page. Information's there too. I got 5 entries so far, so that's not so horrible. And but we're always, you know, you got a couple days. I don't think I'm going to get this done by New Year's. But it could happen. I've been known to work in the bottle shop. Oh, excuse me, really late on New Year's Eve. So anything could happen at this point. So hey, there you are. Thanks for joining me, watching me mess around and make things up and glue things together and have some whiskey. As usual. Take care of the people you love, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.